Hey y'all, welcome to Universal Thoughts. It's Shakita, and we're about to get into this Taurus reading for the first half of February. Now, this is just a general. Later on in the week, I will be doing a more in-depth reading with love and career and home and shit like that. But right now, this is just a general for the first half. So, we want to start off with the Isis Oracle for Taurus. What's going on with Taurus for the first half of February? Oh, awakening divine perception, eye of Horus. Okay, and this is there you go. And then we have the serpent of fire, priestess of the serpent sisterhood. Okay, so someone is really gaining clarity about shit and what's being was pushing those. I'm sorry, it's the energetic stability. Oh, it's fucked this word up. Hold on. Energetic stabilis. Fuck. Stabilization. Energetic stabilization with the buckle of the beloved. Oh my goodness, that's what's pushing me. So, so basically, there's a knowing happening. Like you're not just gaining clarity. Like you're not just getting clear. That fucking me up. You're not just. It doesn't seem like you're getting clear anything right now. You're gaining clarity though, and you gaining clarity is making you more comfortable with the fact that you are knowing shit, just naturally knowing shit, and you're not second guessing yourself like you used to. I'm assuming you used to second guess yourself a lot, maybe, and it's like this first half of February, you're no longer doing that because you're aware of what's going on with you now. Whew. So yeah, someone's coming into their own knowing. That's crazy. That was fucking me up. I couldn't get that out for shit. Like, oh, okay. All right, hold on, because I'm getting that. I should clarify this. What is this Eye of Horus? Why is Eye of Horus here for Taurus? First half of February. We have the Nine of Cups and the Moon so far. Let's see. And what's pushing that is the Two of Pentacles. Just like juggling, reprioritizing. They could be playing around, or you trying to figure out how to put shit in order. Right here is the Five of Pentacles. So with that Eye of Horus, it's like things are being revealed with this Moon card. Light is being shed. Light is being shed. We're gonna go with that shit. Like literally, like your third eye is on point right now. And even if it's not just like, it's like everything is falling into place where shit that you wasn't like was foggy to you is a lot more clear for you now. Like you're seeing everything in a whole new way. Like you're gaining a whole new clarity. You're becoming a whole new knowing. Like you're gaining a whole new knowing. And maybe you felt out of place, which is like what I'm saying. It's like you felt alone about shit, but you're coming out of that because you was thinking foggy, but now you're thinking more clear. Truth. I'm getting truth. There's truth about something. You're gaining truth about some shit. This truth is leading you to a wish fulfillment because you was feeling left out in the cold. You were feeling left out of something, but it's like you didn't understand why you were feeling this way because this situation that you were in, it should have been a wish fulfillment, but it wasn't, and you wasn't understanding why. And it's like maybe you were feeling like the person, because this is relating to a person. This is a love reading. This is definitely a love reading, and I guess you're realizing that the other person that you were in love with was as well in love with you. It's just that you fucked yourself up, but you're coming out of that because you wasn't left out. You actually left that person out. You left that person out. So because of the fact that you're coming into clarity about this shit, it's causing you to reorganize everything. And you reorganizing is basically bringing you a new, like, it's bringing you clarity where you're seeing a lot clearer, and your view is 2020. Like, that's what I'm getting. You're still going to get that wish fulfillment, but you had to be left alone for a little bit because you wasn't understanding. You were fucking yourself up. I feel like you were really excited about the situation, and your excitement clouded your judgment on things. So you were just quick to judge shit, and you, just because that's what you saw doesn't mean that's what it was. I was being told to say that. Just because that's what you saw doesn't mean that's what it was. So now you have the right mindset to really see and judge righteously instead of the way that you were out there just being an asshole. Mm. What's going on with the first half of February? For Taurus, we have the enlightened feminine. My gut instinct is wise beyond reason. I trust my intuition to guide me. And that's what you was not doing at first. And you're doing that now. Like, you've had time to really sit down and reflect and think about things. And now you know, okay, just because I saw it that way, it doesn't mean that that's how it was, you know? Like, so now you're seeing things in a whole new light. Yeah. We are sacred marriage reflecting back the same light. So what the fuck is up with this same soul connection? Because that's what I just got from that. Maybe, okay, what you saw caused you to lie to yourself about the situation, because it wasn't like that. So now that you were able to actually sit down and sit back and be out of yourself and really look at the situation, you actually get to see how the situation was, what it really was. And it wasn't, no one was playing with you. You probably felt like you were being played with. You was being lied to, you know, but you're coming out of that. Like, you're focusing more on the light, you know. That's funny. Like, you're being more positive about shit because you was negative off the rip. So the first half of February is basically you. It's basically you coming out of that illusion that you were in, that person left you out in the cold, when technically you are the one that actually left that person out in the cold because of your stubborn ass ways. And like, now it's just like, okay, all right. Amarion's icebox just came up in my head. So I don't know if, like, you saw things with that person that you saw in a previous relationship. So it's like you were quick to dismiss it, even though this is something that you asked for. You asked for that situation. That is something that you wanted. But it was only the beginning. You didn't even get a chance. You didn't even let it go any further to see how it really was. You just saw a little bit of something that you didn't like because you saw that before and you just dismissed it. And it's like, that's not how it was. You know, that's not how it was. So now that you got to reprioritize your thoughts, you know, you got to reorganize that shit. You're seeing in a new light, and you seeing that, okay, it wasn't like that. So I could move on better. Like, I could actually move on from this and actually go back to that wish. I wished for that, you know. Now I'm about to finally go get it and apologize. I feel like you're going to apologize. If it's not you, it's the person that you're thinking of, you know. I'm feeling like an apology is coming. Like, someone's getting in contact with someone because they want to apologize for how they've been, you know. So, oh, okay. Okay. Because I love these little animal knowledge cards, and this is like the last thing I wanted to leave off of. I forgot to do it for Aries, but it's the eagle. Um, Symbolism is power, creation, illumination, and exploration. That's what it looks like. And this wanted to come out too, which is why I was just like, ooh, because it's a scarab, which is regeneration, which is like basically something that was old coming back to life. You know, you're moving towards the light. So I'm gonna read both of these for you. Okay. The eagle. Almost every culture has had contact with eagles. Yeah, has had contact with eagles as imbued them with power and influence. Native American tribes worship the bird as the great spirit, the creator of all things. Eagle legends frequently involve journeys into dangerous or unknown territory. A Northwest Native American myth tells of the eagle setting out with the coyote to the land of the dead to retrieve the spirits of the deceased. Eagle feathers have thus been used as talismans by shamanic healers venturing into the netherworld, and they are given as rewards for individual feats of courage and bravery. And that was the eagle. That's that. Now we're going to read the scarab. To the Egyptians, the scarab, a beetle, a type of beetle, sorry, symbolized the power of govern and celestial bodies. The great scarab was thought to roll the sun across the sky. This belief rose from the scarab's habit of shaping the piece of ox dung into a ball, into which the egg no, to which it laid its eggs and rolling it about, generally from east to west. Scarab-like jewels were often placed in tombs of deceased relatives to give them the power of the sun and to felicitate their resurrection. So yes, there's something coming back to life. There's finally uh, there's a light that you're finally seeing. You're coming out of this darkness that you felt that you were left out of, like you were left out in the cold, but you weren't. You were the one that did the leaving, and now that you're aware of that now. So it's like you're going back to get that dream that you wanted because you had it and you let it go, but now you're going back and you're going to fight for it. So I really hope that you got something out of this. I really hope that you go for it. You know, be that brave eagle and get that dream. Yo, what is up with the? That's funny because Aries is was doing something with dreams too. Like they're going for their dream as well. Like this is funny, but yeah, you have new eyes. That's all I'm going to say. You have new eyes. So don't think about that past vision that you saw because that's not exactly what it was. You have new eyes. You have new clarity. You have new perception. So don't fall back into old ways of thinking, you know? And that's what's going on for the first half of February. I really hope that y'all connect with this in type of way. Like, comment, subscribe to the tribe, share if you did care, you know, because all love over here and we just want to spread that shit. So I'll be back later on in the week. And yeah, I'll see y'all later.